Greetings and welcome to the Transform Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio. This is episode 63, and it is Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Coming to you with back-to-back episodes. Posted our episode 62 yesterday. So check that out if you guys haven't had a chance to look at that one or listen to that one yet. And as well as last week, 60 and 61, some interesting stuff that we put up there about different sales tactics, the new website, things of that nature. So yeah, please, if you guys get a chance, check those out. Today's episode is going to be another brief one. I want to focus in on one particular tactic that I want to share with you guys. I've been playing around with a little bit with this tactic on TikTok. And I know been kind of hammering away at TikTok lately. In fact, I looked back at the previous episodes, and episode 53 and 58 were our two most recent TikTok episodes that I definitely encourage you guys to check out. Episode 58 was about how to get found more easily on TikTok by sort of using certain keywords in your profile that people might be searching on generically, and then that would bring up your profile to them. So definitely would check that out if you get a chance. That's episode 58. And then episode 53, which is probably similar to the type of episode we're going to do today, was about a particular tactic you can use on TikTok called a duet, where you can actually take somebody else's TikTok and you can integrate it into yours, and you can be playing off of them, sort of using their content to then sort of create a reaction-oriented content on your side. So definitely take a look at that as well. If you guys are not on TikTok, I really, really, really encourage you to consider it, to take a look at it. It's just an unbelievable platform for organic reach. The tactic I'm going to talk to you guys about today, when I used it for a new account that I'm working with, the very first post on that new account with 0 followers, it had maybe a handful of followers, let's call it, used this particular tactic, and within, I would say, less than 24 hours, let's call it that, the video had over 400 views. Now, I'm not saying the views is the most important thing in the world. I mean, there weren't, quite as high, number of likes on it or shares or anything like that. But I just want to sort of highlight that even in the infancy of that account, literally the first post on that account, 427 views, to be exact, came in on that video clip. So really, really, really encourage you guys to take a look at TikTok. If you can at all find a way to make the video content that would go onto that platform, you really ought to throw some examples up there and see what's possible. So yeah, just got to get that plug in there. I think I've said that now in front of every single TikTok episode that we've done. But putting that aside, let's get to the tactic and get you onto the weekend here. So there's an effect that you can use when you're making a TikTok video called green screen. Okay, so basically what green screen is, and there are a lot of different green screen effects. I'll name a few of them in a moment here to give you a sampling. But the green screen effect, essentially allows you to take a photograph, an image, something that you can upload from your phone's camera roll, just wherever you store the images and so forth, and it literally becomes an on-screen element that you can react to, that you can point to, that you can reference in your TikTok video. Now, the green screen effects that are available are very varied. Okay, there's a lot of different ways you can actually display the item in the green screen, so the green screen format on TikTok. You can have it sort of wrap around you. You can have it just sitting straight up behind you and centered. You can actually make it a small little box that kind of, is situated somewhere on the screen. You can actually move it on the screen with your finger. You can take like an object, like some of the preset objects that are available, and you can actually embed a video that's playing inside that object behind you while you're on screen making the TikTok video. So I think you guys get the point. There's a lot of flexibility and a lot of versatility with what you can accomplish using this effect. And the really, really cool thing about it is that this really takes the load off of you for creating content, for coming up with ideas and trying to be original. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to use TikTok that way. I know, the first thing that comes to mind, and did it this way for me too, is you hear TikTok and you think of young people dancing. Okay, you think of, young people creating new dances or dancing, the way that they saw in another TikTok video and replicating it. And that's on there for sure. You will find videos like that for sure on TikTok. But it's not just that. It has really become a situation where, and I got to give credit to TikTok for this, they have done everything that they can think of, okay, to make creating content on their platform easier, more accessible, more readily sort of available to you for whichever way you wanted to approach it. And in particular, using the green screen and putting something up behind you is a great way for you guys with your business to, put a product on screen and talk about it, to put a form on screen that, let's say, you know how to fill out and talk about that form, to, put something, let's say just in your service business, there are reference points, like you follow certain Twitter accounts, or there are certain images that are associated with your service business. Put that behind you and talk about that tweet, or talk about that text, or talk about that image, and reference it, and just react to it. Just talk about how you perceive or how you interact with that thing that you've put on the screen behind you. Okay, and I keep it very generic like that, guys, because there's kind of no limit to how you can utilize this effect. It's just a really wonderful way to utilize the platform and come up with content ideas and be creative. I've seen a lot of accounts doing this over on Instagram Reels and on Twitter, like little video clips on Twitter, where you have somebody superimposed over an image that's on that green screen, and they're just discussing it. They're reacting to it. They're educating you about it. And so this is a great way for you guys to deliver value, put up relevant information and items for your audience, and discuss them with them. Just conversationally, like, hey, this is, let's talk about this form, let's talk about this product, let's talk about this service, let's talk about this breaking news on this tweet here. Whatever the case may be, you can almost fill in the blank with anything, and it just gives you a chance to have sort of a foil that you can play off of and react to. Okay, so I think what I want you guys to take away from this podcast and some of these other TikTok tactic type ones that we've done is that there are a lot of ways to use the platform. There's bound to be a way to use the platform that you can get comfortable with and you can do some experimentation with. And I assure you, you're going to be surprised at some point down the road in the near term, whether it's the first day you use it, the 10th day you use it, the 30th day you use it. I think you're going to be surprised at some of the reach that you can get on that platform compared to if you took the exact same approach and made a video like that video that you made on TikTok, but you made it on Instagram, or you made it on Facebook, or you made it on Twitter. You're just not going to get the same initial reaction. Okay, now repurposing it on those other platforms is great. Go make it on TikTok, then go put it on Twitter, then go put it on Instagram. It's no problem. But if you're just trying the same exact approach off the TikTok platform, you're not going to get the same result. You're just not going to get the same reach. So anyway, just want to leave that for you guys, a quick episode here before the weekend begins. Please, please, please check out TikTok if you haven't done it yet. If you are on there and you haven't been using green screen, check it out. Just flip through all the different, there's got to be like 30 or 40 or 50 different green screen effects you can choose from. Okay, so check that out, guys. Let us know how it goes for you. Drop us a note over on Facebook, LinkedIn, Transform. Go to the website, transform.com. Please follow and share the podcast as well. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio, signing off. We'll be back with you next week, episodes 64 and 65. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.